Welcome to the Explainer from nobrainerstudio. Today, we are going to sharpen what is probably the single most important skill for working with AI, the art and the science of the prompt. So let's just dive right in. Why is your AI assistant a total genius 1 minute and, well, not so much the next? I mean, we have all been there, right? You ask for something brilliant, a creative masterpiece, and what you get back is kind of basic. It's that frustrating gap between what AI could do and what it actually does that we're going to close today. Believe it or not, that feeling of inconsistency, it actually has a name. People in the field are calling it the prompt wear crisis. It's that nagging feeling when your prompts just aren't scalable and the results are all over the place. And honestly, learning to solve this is what really separates a casual user from a true professional. So, how do we fix it? Well, the solution isn't about trying harder or just writing longer prompts. It's about asking smarter. We need to start thinking like a craftsman with a detailed blueprint, knowing exactly how to construct the perfect request from the ground up. And it turns out that blueprint is actually pretty simple. Every single great prompt, doesn't matter if it's for text or for an incredible image, really boils down to three core parts. You've got the subject, which is just what is it? Then there's the context, where is it? And finally, the style, which is all about how should it look and feel. And this is where the magic happens, because the difference is all in the details. A weak prompt is basically just a vague wish, like saying, a beautiful street at night. But a strong prompt? That's a clear, descriptive set of instructions that paints a vivid picture for the AI. So instead of beautiful, you give it wet asphalt, zebra crosswalk, neon signs reflecting in puddles. You see the difference? That is the upgrade we're talking about. And wow, you can see the impact right away. Look at this. The image on the left, it's fine. It did what it was asked. But the one on the right, that came from a prompt that added that crucial context and style. Things like the sunsets across the lake, golden hour. And suddenly it's not just a picture of a park anymore. It evokes a feeling. It's telling a whole story. Okay, so we've got the blueprint down. Now let's level up and get into the really cool stuff. It's time to open up the Professional Prompt Engineer's Toolkit. And here's the really crucial point. This is a big one. Beyond just asking a simple question, we can use these advanced structures to guide the AI's entire thinking process. We're not just telling it what to do anymore. We're showing it how to think. We are literally engineering its reasoning. Just take a look at this. It shows how these reasoning techniques have evolved. We started with something called chain of thought, or COT. It's pretty linear, step by step, and honestly, it's kind of becoming obsolete. The real game changers now are things like tree of thought, which lets the AI branch out and explore different paths, just like we would. And then there's the really advanced stuff, graph of thought, which is like this interconnected web of ideas, letting the AI synthesize brand new concepts. And that's really the whole idea here. What we're doing with these structures is we're mimicking the nonlinear way that we as humans actually think. We're not trying to cram the AI into a simple straight line. We're building prompts that reflect our own complex, creative, and sometimes chaotic ways of thinking. And that's how you unlock those real breakthrough ideas. Okay, but what about getting the facts right? That's a huge deal. For anything high stakes, there's an incredible quality control technique called chain of verification. It's this four-step process where you basically force the AI to become its own fact checker. It generates a response, then it comes up with questions to verify every single claim, and then it actually goes and looks up the answers before rewriting the final draft. It's a bit of work, sure, but this is exactly how you build AI tools you can actually trust. All right, so we've got the blueprint, we've got the advanced tools. Now let's step into the workshop, because it is time to stop writing every single prompt from scratch. And we can do that with a super powerful technique called meta prompting. You heard that right. Meta prompting is the practice of using an AI to create high-quality, structured prompts for you. We are literally using AI to build better prompts for AI. It's the ultimate example of working smarter, not harder, and it's how you build a real system for getting amazing results every single time. Here's a really simple but super effective workflow to get you started. It's called the expander. You start with just a basic one-line idea, like write a blog post about AI and marketing. Then you ask the LLM to expand that into a really detailed, structured prompt. And for that final polish, you can take that prompt to a new chat to refine it for maximum clarity and creativity. Okay, here's another great one. I love this one. It's called the templatizer. So, you find a prompt that just worked perfectly for you in the past. Think of it as your golden template. Then you write a new, simple request for a similar task, and you just tell the LLM to adapt your new idea to fit the exact structure of that proven, high-performing template. It's brilliant. And what you get from these workflows isn't just a one-off prompt. It's a powerful, reusable asset. You end up with a highly structured, super detailed prompt that lays out everything: the role, the objective, the context, the exact instructions. This is something you can deploy over and over again for consistent, high-quality, and predictable results. No more guesswork. So, when you put all this together, what does it mean for the future? It means we are watching something incredible happen. The art of prompting is evolving right before our eyes, from just a creative craft into a true, systematic engineering discipline. We can actually borrow a life cycle straight from software development. You plan your goal, you architect and build the prompt using these advanced techniques. You test it in different scenarios to find the weak spots, and then you deploy it and keep refining it based on how it performs. This isn't just writing prompts anymore. This is the real deal: promptware engineering. So that leaves us with a pretty big question, doesn't it? As AI gets smarter and smarter, will the most valuable human skill just be knowing how to ask the right questions? Prompting is becoming the language of how we collaborate with AI. And mastering it, well, it might just be the most important skill of the next decade. Thank you for watching this explainer from No Brainer Studio.